והכוח הזה באהרון, and Aaron's ability to do this, to elevate the behema, the chayos, to Bnei Adam, al yidei k'shemna tov chulu, is through the good oil, zekan Aaron chulu, the beard of Aaron and so forth, b'matan Torah nidmalahem gezaken, that by the giving of the Torah, the Holy One, blessed be He, was compared to an old man. So the beard of Aaron, the good oil, corresponds with this idea. The Pnimius Chachma and so forth elevates that Aaron is the one, Bahaloscha Aaron. He elevates the neshamas of both Zera Adam and Zera Behema. That the Behema that goes, that's Yored Islamat al-Aretz, should also go up. Now oil goes upwards. Parshas Tavo, that just like the oil floats on top of other liquids corresponds with the idea that Hashem will make you above all. That this is a statement about the Jewish people. And therefore through this concept you have the elevation and lighting of the candles, the elevation of the neshamos, that the main concept is the elevation through the pure olive oil. And look what's brought about this in the Likutei Torah. That the good oil is called the holy anointing oil. And look what's brought in the Mamar. I am black and beautiful. Drush Hasheni, the second Mamar. That through the involvement in study of Torah and words of our sages is drawn the ability to elevate the soul and so forth. And look what's brought in the Mamar, that you are my candle, concerning the candle and the wick and the light correspond to different levels. The Inyan Zayin Haneros, and the concept of the seven candles, and Bechinas Lecha Vayagdula Vayagvura Chulu, they correspond with to you Hashem as the greatness and the strength and so forth, the Midos. K'moshikas, Uvsham Bepratus B'dibra Maschil Bahaloscha the Tav Kuf Samach Zayin, like it's brought that Mamar that we mentioned from the Alter Rebbe before. Ach Pirish Lecha Vayagdula. But this concept of to you Hashem is the greatness, is the idea of elevating and tying the seven emotional attributes to their source, to the level of Bina. Now when these emotional attributes are tied and connected with the three first intellectual attributes and spheros and b'madrega yoser naila, and the emotions on that level are on a higher level, on a higher state. Like what's brought on the verse, that he will return hearts of fathers to their children and the hearts of children to their fathers. And therefore the emotions as they are in Bina are the big ayin, like from Shema, like from the word Shema. And look what's brought in the Mamar of the Masos concerning the verse, that a foolish person does not devour understanding. Again, this has to do with Bina, and the Mamar about how the heavens are my throne, concerning how the giving charity elevates the nation and so forth, that the mitzvahs maisios that correspond with the footstool and so forth elevate and lift up. So again, it's like the concept of the midos going upward and being niskalal and bina. And so to above, you have this idea that you have the light of the three first intellectual attributes come into and are drawn into the seven lower emotional attributes. With all this, you can understand what Rashi brings in the beginning of Bahaloscha, Chayecha, Shalcha Gadol Mishalahem, upon your life, that yours is greater than them, than the Nasim, Shata Meiti V'Saneros, that you make good the candles. That the Nasim are a lower level than Aaron's elevating the candles. And look what's brought about. Who knows that the spirit of man goes upwards in about Koheles? And it's brought in the Maimonium and Stamak Savyat. Shakorbanos, Dugmos, Vachayos Nosos, and the Korbanos are a likeness of that the are compared to the angels that are called animals that elevate the throne. That's the lower Merkava of the angels, the Merkava to Malchus, that they elevate the throne of Al-Zayin HaNeros, but the seven candles are higher than the lower Merkava. That they correspond with Shiur. Hashem is the greatness, and the strength and so forth. Merkav, that corresponds with the higher Merkava, the higher chariot. And that corresponds with the idea of the spirit of man that goes upwards. So the spirit of the animal that goes downwards are like the Chayos HaKodesh, the Korbanos, and it goes downwards because it's the lower Merkava. The higher Merkava, that's the candles, that corresponds with the soul of a man. And through this, you draw down from the essence of the infinite light that's above the angels that are compared to animals that lift up, that they draw down only from Zeranpin and not from higher, from the Ohr Hatorah, not from the Bina and higher and so forth in Kesser, the Yashas Choshech Sisser that he mentioned. I'm because the Kodesh Simin Kav Zayin Dibra Maschel Lama Nismecha. I'm Likutei Torah Parshas Bahaloscha B'Sof Dibra Maschel Hini Hashem Nimshach Gabe B'Chol Ze Yishlam Arod. And there the Mamar brings about the oil that's drawn down and further and so forth. And therefore, because the korbanos correspond with this lower level of Merkavta going down, therefore the korbanos were brought on the outer altar, corresponding with the animals of the Merkava of the Chayos HaKodesh. But the candles were in the inner courtyard, in the Kodesh, in the Heichal, next to the inner altar. That on this it says that oil and incense delight the heart, and the Beguf Ksaviyad Kodesh of the Tzemach Tzedek, it says B'Zohar B'Chaye Al Sheikh Shalar Kanti Tzioni Rashi Pnei Panim Yafos Kliyakar Irgiborim Marachas Ayin Mim Aleph Ayin or Hamir normally Melech or Torah Akeda Likutei Torah or Chaim. Minor Makomos, reminder of the minor Makomos this is based on. Ein Mashakasu Bebuch Tafri Shutes Aleph Minyan Ruach Abehema. And look what's brought in the Mamar from Tafri Shutes. The Mamar Tafri Shutes Me'inyan Ruach Abehema, concerning the spirit of the animal that goes down. Shem Ban Hayura Dislamata, that corresponds with the name Ban of Hashem. It goes down Bibiyah to the lower worlds of B'Yitzir and Asiyah. V'akor ban mina behema lahalos shem ban, and the reason you have a sacrifice from an animal is to elevate the name Ban. And what about the candles? Lahalos ner Hashem nishmas adam, they're to elevate the soul of man. Shalamayla mebechinas behema shem ban, which is higher than the name Ban. Ki adam shem ma, because Adam is gematria and corresponds with the name Ma. So the animal is Ban and the Adam is Ma. And that corresponds with the korbanos and the candles. Okay, gam bebechinas behema shem ban hayakol bebechinas adam. Or you could say that the concept of shem ban was also included in Adam u'demus pnei Adam, from the face of the man that was also in the animal in the holy animal angels. And the elevation through the candles also corresponds with the Pnei Adam of the Chayos, of the angels. And it's simply that it's an elevation higher than the outer altar, higher than the animal itself. The candles elevate them higher than that. So that's a different pirush. And in comparison to the Nisim that he brought by Rashi before, so the Nisim were the korbanos. They were Chanukas HaMizbeach of the Mizbeach HaChitzon. They were korbanos. So that would correspond with the Merkavta Tata of the korbanos of the animals. While Aaron was the inner, the menorah, the nearest of the menorah.